Hello there. My name is Utiran and I am from SMK Sultan Abu Bakar. Today, I will be presenting 4 different experiments on various themes for the Petrosains Science Show Competition 2018. Experiment 1. Water music. Things required: water, 5 or more drinking glasses, a pair of chopsticks, syringe and food coloring to differentiate the levels of water. Step 1. Line the glasses up like this. Step 2. Fill them with different amounts of water. The first should have a little water. The last should be almost full. Step 3. Add food coloring to differentiate the levels of water. Step 4. Hit the glass with the least water and then hit the glass with the most water. Step 5. Now I will hit the other glasses and make a tune by hitting these glasses in order.
Each of the glasses will have a different tone when hit with the chopsticks. The glass with the most water will have the lowest tone, while the glass with the least water will have the highest. Small vibrations are made when you hit the glass. This creates sound waves which travel through the water. More water means slower vibrations and a deeper tone.
Experiment 2. Ice fishing. Things required: cup of water, a bucket filled with ice, salt, and a piece of string which you can modify to look like a fishing rod. Step 1. Pour a little water into the bucket of ice. Step 2. Place the string into the bucket of ice. Step 3. Sprinkle a little bit of salt over the string. Step 4. Wait for about 20 seconds and then pull out the string.
Explanation: why salt melts ice. Usually, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, but when it is mixed with salt, it lowers the freezing point significantly. This simply means the ice melts. Why does the ice stick to the string? When salt is sprinkled over ice, it melts. However, when it is used in such a small amount, the water around the ice freezes again quickly. This means that the string gets trapped as the water around it refreezes, making it stick to the ice.
Experiment 3. Hot and cold. Things required: 2 bottles of room temperature water, 1 cup of cold water, 1 cup of hot water, 2 small bottles, chopsticks, rubber bands, syringe, and food coloring to differentiate between hot and cold. Step 1. Add red food coloring into the hot water and blue food coloring into the cold water and stir with a chopstick. Two, tie the chopsticks to the small containers with rubber bands. After you have tied the rubber bands, fill each of the containers with cold water and hot water. Going to immerse the small container filled with hot water into the larger bottle filled with room temperature water. Now, I am going to repeat this experiment by immersing the small jar filled with cold water into the bottle filled with room temperature water. between the hot water and the cold water.
Explanation. When fluids are heated, they expand and therefore become less dense. Any object or substance that is less dense than a fluid will float in that fluid, so hot water rises in colder water. When fluids are cooled, they contract and therefore become more dense. Any object or substance that is more dense than a fluid will sink in that fluid, so cold water sinks in warmer water. Hot air rises and cold air descends for exactly the same reason.
Experiment 4. Magic fluid. Things required: a packet of cornstarch, water mixed with the food coloring of your choice, a container, and finally a pair of scissors. Step 1. Mix 1 packet of cornstarch with colored water. Step 2. Mix until you achieve a consistency like this. Let me demonstrate. Ah! It feels like a solid. It even looks like a solid. But could it also be a liquid? Let me dip my finger in slowly. Ah! It is a liquid. So, what is it?
Explanation. Applying pressure to the mixture increases its viscosity. A quick tap on the surface of oobleck will make it feel hard because it forces the cornstarch particles together. But dip your hand slowly into the mix and see what happens. Your fingers slide in as easily as through water. Moving slowly gives the cornstarch particles time to move out of the way. Oobleck and other pressure-dependent substances such as silly putty and quicksand are not liquids such as water or oil. They are known as non-Newtonian fluids. This substance's funny name comes from a Dr. Seuss book called Bartholomew and the Oobleck.
Well, this marks the end of my experiments. I will be working on this mixture for my presentation at the Petrosains Science Show 2018. See you there. Bye.